This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and far. Starting to get cold up in this motherfucker, man. We're starting to hit up these negative degrees. Starting to see snow like nobody's business, man. But that's how Alaska gets down. But anyways, let's get on to it, man. Let's talk about this. Terence, Crawford, and Shawn Porter. I've been saying this, and I'm going to continuously say it. With a real Shawn Porter, please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. With a real Shawn Porter, please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. With a real Shawn Porter, please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. With a real Shawn Porter, please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. The real Shawn Porter has to stand up. The real Shawn Porter has to deliver the goods. The real Shawn Porter has to show up and show out. If he doesn't do this, what we're going to note and what we're going to basically understand and what we're going to basically get is that Shawn Porter is going to basically take a pay-to-lose nosedive affair. That's what I believe. Podcasting, not training the same. Thank you, Earl the True Spence. Y'all didn't get that. The real G's, the super real G's, and the ultimate real G's out here in the boxing streets, they got it. Podcasting, not training. Thank you, Earl the True Spence, for that. Shawn Porter has regressed. There hasn't been progression with him. We see Shawn Porter has had bumps in the road. You don't see Larry Wade out there really working him the way that he did before. Because Larry Wade understands that Shawn Porter's towards the back end. This is not like the Caleb Plant situation where Caleb Plant had Larry Wade and Caleb Plant was all in the camera. Kenny Porter is not as confident as he used to be. You guys have to look at all of these things and put all of these things together. This is what I do when I'm sitting here and I'm trying to basically in my mind formulate all kinds of thought process on why things are not working the way that they're supposed to. Well, it's an evident reason why. Because there are always truths that's associated behind it. When we sit here and we look at Terence Crawford, this is a guy who's fighting leftovers. This is a guy who's not really showcasing anything. Spence already showcased the heavyweight lifting. When he fought Kell Brook, he fought a Kell Brook that was a Kell Brook. Earl the True Spence mangled this motherfucker. Beat the shit out of his ass, man. That 2017 fight was the fight of the year, man. Kell Brook in 2016 was Kell fucking Brook. Earl the True Spence went in Sheffield. He beat the motherfucker up. He beat the motherfucker up bad. Let that motherfucker know in his truest and his most prosperous levels, we're not on the same level. We don't eat the same meals. We don't have the same lunch. And we don't box the fucking same. When we saw the first 6 rounds, everybody was thinking Kell Brook, man, he was up 4-2. He was doing his thing. Now, Kell Brook did look like he was up. To be honest with you guys, it looked like the fight was pivoting his way because Kell Brook was just hitting those punches upstairs, right? But see, those are the punches that judges see. When we sit here and we look at the punches that judges don't see, and they're in actuality punches that are boxing fundamentals, body snatching work, Spence was breaking down Kell Brook, systematically demolished him, and you saw the toll. So really the first 6 rounds was 3-3. Spence had 3 rounds of body snatching work, and Kell Brook had 3 rounds of upstairs workage. And then as you start seeing round 6 and up, you started seeing the toll. You started seeing Kell Brook was slowing down. And that's why in the motherfucking 10th round, he bent the proverbial fucking knee and kissed the ring while he was at it. That's why he boys to men it. He bended the fucking knee. That was Special K. They sit here and tell you, but he fought Triple G. Triple G was a high-level duckage. He fought Triple G to try to duck Earl the True Spence. IBF wasn't having that, and they gave him more than enough time. When Kell Brook fought Earl the True Spence, he brought it. He had Dominic Ingle. He was on point. Everything was doing what it was supposed to. And if Kell Brook didn't look the way he was supposed to, how come he performed the way he did in the first 6 rounds? Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense and go sit down somewhere and what? Higgity fucking hush. Triple G broke an orbital bone. But Triple G's supposed to do that. He's 2 weight classes above him. But that was not impressive like that. Triple G was supposed to get that motherfucker out of there, completely obliterate him. Earl the True Spence broke his whole fucking face. You see the delineation, you see the distinction, you see the gulf and the separation, you see the difference between somebody that has heavy hands and somebody that gives you an accumulation of punishment. The accumulation of punishment is always worse because it's a totality of punishment. It's a continuum of punishment. It's basically a domination of punishment. That's what Earl the True Spence did to Special K. Terence Crawford, the Chihuahua, walking behind the damn ants. He fought the brownie version. He fought Kell fucking Brook. That's who he fought, not Special fucking K. Kell fucking Brook. Y'all ain't get the message. I don't got time to explain the message to you guys. Now let's go to Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter trained his ass off. When he found out that he was fighting Spence, he trained for 12 fucking months. He was scared for his rabbit ass life. Shawn Porter knew he was petrified and scared like nobody's business because he knew who he was fighting. Go look at the press conference to that fight. Spence said, I'm staying right there in the ring with him. Spence told you the game plan. He told you he was going to have a phone booth fight with this motherfucker. Spence wasn't going to try to run. Spence stayed flat-footed on purpose because he wanted to let you know that I'm stepping into your style of fighting and I'm going to dominate you. I done told you guys this shit between alpha and betas. Spence is the most alpha when it comes to his base. You ain't moving that motherfucker off a center line mass. That motherfucker's moving you off a center line mass. If y'all don't understand what I'm talking about, then you're not a boxing aficionado. You're not a boxing connoisseur. And you don't have what's called the true boxing eye test. Those that have it knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. You ain't moving Earl the True Spence off a center line mass. He's moving your rabbit ass off of center line mass. Because Earl the True Spence is a guy that's constantly coming forward. He's an unstoppable force. We had Floyd Mayweather that was the immovable object. Earl the True Spence is an unfucking stoppable force, dog. This motherfucker comes to you with tactical aggression, technical punching placement, and body snatching work. It's a levying onslaught of a punishment style. And we saw the punishment take place in the 11th round. Now, did Earl the True Spence do a little bit of admiring? Could he have followed it up? Yes. I honestly believe that. You see, even when it's a fighter that I thoroughly love, I'm going to get on his ass. He should have followed that shit up and got his ass up out of there. He admired that punch a little too fucking much. But I could understand a fight of that magnitude, a fight of that proportion, a fight of that variation. I've seen Floyd Mayweather admire punches, dog. That shit happens. Shit happens in fucking boxing. But he made Shawn Porter bend the fucking knee like nobody's business. Nobody else has made Shawn Porter bend the proverbial fucking knee and kiss the ring while he was at it. This motherfucker was out of it, out of sorts for a minute. Because he knew that shot connected, dog. Because the body snatching work broke his ass down. Now here we are. Not Showtime. Not even ineffective aggression. We're dealing with Porter Way podcasting. This is the edition that the Chihuahua walking behind the damn ants is fighting. So again, you boxing community fan bases, you Terence Crawford fanboy man crushers, you Bud fucking man fans, y'all gonna sit here and y'all gonna try to prop up Bud over Spence. We know this. I want this. I'm inviting this. I'm accepting this. Even though he fought his leftovers. It's the things that make you say, It's the things that make you say, But in this most cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth teller fashion, it's as simple as this. That once you guys do this invitation, once you guys do all of this, basically coronation, once you guys do all of this serenation of the Chihuahua walking behind the damn ants. Once Earl the True Spence mangles him, it's going to be beautiful. Once Earl the True Spence tactically aggresses him, it's going to be beautiful. Once Earl the True Spence technically punches him, it's going to be beautiful. Once Earl the True Spence body snatching works his ass, it's going to be beautiful. Once Earl the True Spence, like he told Roy Jones Jr., I'm going to wash your boy, he washes his ass, it's going to be beautiful. We going to see who's a homemade, bitch-made fighter when Earl the True Spence steps into that ring and says, I want you, motherfucker. You too Bud Light in the ass. I will straight up stop. That's the cold party. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat truth-telling fashion. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Higgs. I keeps the foot on the whoop. Higgs, since he knows everything. Check it out.